We're not just sick of it. We're not just furious. We're not just burned out. We are spiritually, emotionally, cosmically done with this entire incompetent, corrupt, self-serving administration and every clown orbiting it like deranged satellites. This isn't frustration anymore. This is the exhausted rage of a nation that has watched the same train crash for years in slow motion while the engineers insist everything is going great. No, it's not. No. We're done with the lies. We're done with the gaslighting. We're done with the smugness. We're done with the fake moral high ground from people who couldn't define morality if you tattooed it on their foreheads. This administration walks around like they're the untouchable elite, when everyone sees them for what they are. A collection of mediocrities held together by corruption, blackmail, incompetence, and pure delusion. They lecture Americans about law and order, while breaking every rule with the confidence of toddlers, who think covering their eyes makes them invisible. They want authority without responsibility, power without accountability, obedience without integrity. And we're supposed to respect that? We're supposed to salute that? We're supposed to be quiet? How is the world supposed to take us seriously? Our foreign credibility is in the toilet, and not even a clean toilet. I'm talking gas station bathroom at 3 a.m. levels of disgrace. Because what do they see? Not a strong nation, not a unified country, not a moral authority. They see an administration that cannot follow its own laws, cannot manage its own agencies, cannot control its own staff, and cannot even pretend to be competent anymore. They see leaders who faceplant through every crisis like it's a sport. They see chaos dressed up as policy. And guess what? They're not wrong. Military recruitment? You've got to be kidding. Who is signing up to follow orders from people who can't plan 3 hours ahead, let alone 3 steps? Imagine risking your life while knowing the people above you are lying, distracted, compromised, addicted to foreign approval, incapable of basic strategic thought. Our troops deserve better than this circus. They deserve clarity. They deserve leadership. They deserve grown adults, not overgrown egos pretending to be commanders. National security? It's a soap opera now. We're supposed to trust our safety to people who can't even prioritize the homeland over their own romantic entanglements. Kash Patel isn't doing counterterrorism. He's doing international situationship management. This isn't national security. It's a fever dream. It's embarrassing. It's reckless. It's humiliating for the entire country. DOJ, a credibility massacre. The Justice Department didn't just drop the ball. They kicked it into traffic, blamed the wind, and demanded applause. Every case, every process, every chain of custody. Every oops, we misplaced the evidence. Every trust us. We're professionals moment while acting like interns on their first day. You know what you did? You permanently contaminated the word justice. You turned it into a punchline. You made it impossible for anyone to trust anything you say ever again. No. War on drugs? Dead, buried, resurrected as a joke. You pardoned cartel royalty. You pardoned traffickers. You bent over backwards for the very people you claim to be fighting. And then you have the audacity, the delusion, to lecture Americans about fentanyl. You cannot fight a war you're simultaneously negotiating with behind the scenes. This isn't a war. This is a loyalty program for drug lords. No. Crypto scams? You turned the country into Silicon Valley's playground. You let every tech bro with a webcam and an inflated ego run scams like it's Black Friday. No regulation. No guardrails. No enforcement. Just vibes. Expensive, destructive vibes. And the unforgivable sin, protecting predators. Here is where the American people snapped. Not because of politics. Not because of partisanship. Not because of ideology. Because you shielded the worst people on earth. You protected wealthy predators. You enabled abusers. You let monsters walk free. You kept victims silent. You hid the truth. You played with people's pain like it was a PR inconvenience. This is where trust died. This is where respect died. This is where legitimacy died. Because once a government protects predators, it loses all moral authority. Permanently. We're not just mad. We're not just fed up. We're beyond the breaking point. We're not waiting. We're not trusting. We're not swallowing another excuse. We are clear-eyed, cold, awake, disgusted, unimpressed, and done. Done with the incompetence. Done with the betrayal. Done with the corruption. Done with the oopsies. Done with the cover-ups. Done with the self-serving excuses. Done with the rot masquerading as leadership. You cannot gaslight a nation that's this awake. You cannot rule a people who now see straight through you. You cannot demand respect from a population you've disrespected at every turn. The American people are not your subjects, not your audience, not your pawns. We are the owners of this country, and we are done letting clowns run the show.